Social hierarchy isn't a myth. It exists in every space you occupy: work, friendships, family, even casual interactions at a coffee shop. Most people ignore it or pretend it doesn't matter. But that's why they struggle to get what they want. The ones who win in life aren't just talented or hardworking. They understand the unspoken rules that govern how people perceive and treat each other. These rules aren't written down, and no one will teach you them outright. You have to learn them through observation, experience, and paying attention to the subtle cues others miss. Let's break them down. No fluff, no excuses, just the hard truths you need to know. First, your presence speaks louder than your words. Hierarchy is established the moment you walk into a room. Before you say a single sentence, posture, eye contact, and energy tell people where you stand before you open your mouth. Slouching, avoiding eye contact, or fidgeting signals insecurity. People will automatically place you lower on the hierarchy. Standing tall, holding steady eye contact without staring, and moving with purpose signals confidence. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's the belief that you belong in the space, regardless of who's around you. People are drawn to that energy. They'll listen to you more, respect you more, and treat you as someone worth noticing. You don't need to be the loudest person in the room, you just need to carry yourself like you matter. That's the first unspoken rule. Your body language defines your position before your words do. Second, silence is power. Most people talk too much to fill awkward gaps, prove their worth, or avoid being ignored. But talking excessively signals that you're seeking validation. The higher you are in the hierarchy, the less you need to explain yourself. Think about the people in positions of authority: CEOs, leaders, respected mentors. They don't ramble. They speak when they have something to say, and they stop when they're done. Silence creates space. It makes people lean in, wonder what you're thinking, and value your input more when you finally speak. If you're always talking, you're giving away information, showing insecurity, and diluting your impact. Learn to be comfortable with silence. Let others fill the gaps. When you do speak, your words will carry weight. That's the second rule. Silence isn't weakness, it's a tool to assert your place. Third, you are the company you keep. Hierarchy is contagious. The people you surround yourself with directly influence how others perceive you. If you spend time with people who are negative, insecure, or constantly complaining, others will associate you with that energy. They'll place you in the same tier as those people. Conversely, if you surround yourself with people who are confident, ambitious, and respected, others will elevate their perception of you. This isn't about being fake or ditching old friends, it's about being intentional with who you invest your time in. You don't have to cut people out, but you do need to be mindful of how their presence affects your own standing. People judge you by the company you keep because it's a quick way to gauge your values, ambition, and self-worth. That's the third rule. Your circle defines your status. Fourth, control your emotions always. Emotional outbursts, whether anger, sadness, or even excessive excitement, signal that you're not in control. Hierarchy rewards emotional stability. People who can stay calm under pressure, who don't let their feelings dictate their actions, are seen as more reliable, more capable, and more worthy of respect. Losing your temper, crying in public, or getting overly emotional in professional or social settings immediately lowers your status. It shows that you're reactive, not proactive. This doesn't mean you have to be cold or unfeeling. It means you have to choose when and where to express your emotions. Save vulnerability for private moments with people you trust. In public, in work, in any space where hierarchy matters, keep your emotions in check. That's the fourth rule. Emotional control is non-negotiable for high status. Fifth, give value before you take. Hierarchy isn't about taking from others, it's about contributing. People who try to get ahead by taking credit, manipulating others, or asking for favors without giving anything in return will eventually be pushed down the hierarchy. The most respected people in any group are the ones who add value. They share knowledge, help others succeed, and contribute to the collective goal. When you give value first, you build trust and respect. People will want to help you in return because they know you're not just in it for yourself. This could be as simple as sharing a useful tip with a coworker, listening to a friend who's struggling, or offering your expertise to someone who needs it. Giving value doesn't mean being a pushover, it means being generous with your time, knowledge, and resources in a way that benefits others. That's the fifth rule: value given equals status earned. Sixth, never beg for attention or validation. Begging for compliments, asking others to notice you, or fishing for approval is the fastest way to lower your status. People respect those who don't need their validation. If you're constantly seeking reassurance, you're telling others that your self-worth depends on them, and that makes you easy to dismiss. Instead of begging for attention, focus on being someone worth noticing. Do good work, be kind, carry yourself with confidence, and let your actions speak for you. Attention and validation are byproducts of your value, not something you should chase. When you stop begging for it, you'll get more of it. That's the sixth rule: validation is earned, not asked for. Seventh, know when to walk away. Hierarchy isn't about winning every argument or being present in every space. Sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to walk away from a situation that doesn't serve you. This could be a toxic friendship, a dead-end job, or a conversation where you're being disrespected. Walking away shows that you value yourself enough to not tolerate mistreatment. It signals that your time and energy are precious, and you won't waste them on people or situations that bring you down. People notice when you walk away from drama or disrespect. They see it as a sign of strength, not weakness. You don't have to fight every battle. Pick the ones that matter, and walk away from the rest. That's the seventh rule: walking away is an act of power. Eighth, respect is not given, it's earned, and it's reciprocal. Many people think hierarchy is about dominating others, but that's a mistake. True high status comes from earning respect, not demanding it. You earn respect by treating others with respect, keeping your word, and acting with integrity. If you disrespect others, talking down to them, ignoring their opinions, or dismissing their feelings, you'll lose their respect, and your status will plummet. Respect is a two-way street. You can't expect others to respect you if you don't respect them. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everyone or let people walk all over you. It means you treat others the way you want to be treated, regardless of their status. That's the eighth rule: respect is reciprocal, and it's the foundation of high status. Ninth, avoid over-explaining. People who over-explain their decisions, their actions, or their choices are signaling insecurity. They're trying to justify themselves to others, which implies that they don't trust their own judgment and that others shouldn't either. The higher you are in the hierarchy, the more you trust your own decisions, and the less you feel the need to explain them. If someone asks for an explanation, keep it brief and to the point. You don't need to defend your choices to anyone who isn't directly affected. Over-explaining makes you look weak and unsure of yourself. It dilutes your authority and makes people question your competence. That's the ninth rule: over-explaining is a sign of insecurity, and insecurity kills status. 10th, focus on your own growth, not others' success. Comparing yourself to others is a trap. Hierarchy isn't a competition against everyone else, it's a journey of self-improvement. The people who get stuck in the lower tiers are the ones who spend their time envying others, gossiping about their success, or trying to bring others down. The people who rise are the ones who focus on their own goals, their own growth, and their own improvement. When you stop worrying about what others are doing and start focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, you'll naturally rise in the hierarchy. People are drawn to those who are growing and evolving. They see them as leaders, not followers. That's the 10th rule: your growth is your greatest asset in climbing the hierarchy. These rules aren't about manipulating others or being fake. They're about understanding human behavior and using that understanding to navigate the world more effectively. Social hierarchy exists whether we like it or not. Ignoring it won't make it go away, it will just make you a victim of it. By following these unspoken rules, you're not being ruthless, you're being smart. You're giving yourself the best chance to be respected, heard, and successful. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these rules have you noticed in your own life? Have you ever made a mistake that cost you status? And what did you learn from it? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. And if you found this video useful, hit the subscribe button because I'm sharing more unspoken truths and life hacks to help you win in every area of your life. Don't miss out. Subscribe now.